think one of the things that really makes an impact on folks in our profession is to have a mentor, a role model, somebody there that you can work with, that you can rely on to help you as you look toward local government management as a profession. Lot was learned in terms of what Dick taught me, and he allowed me to grow in the organization and urged me to take my first manager's job in the town of Los Gatos, where I was manager for 5 years, and then the city of Oxnard for 5 years, and then finally just really landed in the place I should have been all my life, and that was the city of Salinas, where I was manager there for 18 years. I want to talk a little bit about that in terms of why those communities and some of the experiences in those communities, because I think they may be typical of what people go through. All three communities were great communities, but each of them was a community of choice in terms of a learning experience. The more comfortable, frankly, were in Oxnard and Salinas because of the demographics. Primarily Latino communities. I happen to be Mexican American, and the background I had was that I really wanted to work in a community and work with diverse populations and work to help them in terms of quality of life, work with the organization, work with the communities in doing that. And I think that's critical to the local government management profession. You get into this business to impact people's lives, the residents of communities. And the great opportunity is to work with representatives of those communities, the elected officials, that I have a great degree of respect for, and helping them put organizations together and put services together to really impact people's lives. There's no other level of government where you can do that, and you can see what's happening on a regular basis and see the positive aspects of it. I think it's constantly evolving, and the skill sets required of folks are changing on a regular basis. I think when you look at communities now, there's obviously more a level of engagement on the part of the community as well as the elected officials. And there's a legitimate expectation that the senior management staff, the manager, deputy, assistant, department heads, really become more engaged with the community. It's a fine line because there's the role of the elected officials as the policymakers and actually the representatives of the community, but at the same time, I think managers have to be more active in community engagement. They've got to work with the council members in community engagement. The line between policy and administration is blurred, and it's not going to be finalized anyway. It's not going to be strengthened in terms of a fine line anymore, because in all honesty, managers do get involved with policy matters with their elected officials. They influence policy, always have, and quite frankly, in many cities, in most cities and counties, the elected officials take a more active role in working with the manager, not in managing the organization, but in working within the organization.